Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, no getting on the rink. Because I just did the Zamboni. I just smoothed over everything. And if you get on that rink, I'm going to have to smooth over everything again. Besides, how did you even get in here? Oh, really? You're here for the game? And do you go to Northern? Because I don't really recognize you at all. And that's not like a mean thing. I'm not saying you're unrecognizable. I'm saying I think I would recognize you just based on appearance, and two, I have kind of like a photographic memory, not as good as some other people that say they have photographic memories and are like omniscient almost, but I think I have a pretty good knack for faces, and I swear I would remember yours. Okay, and that would be why. That would make sense. Well, my name is Jerry. Jerry Dubois. It is very nice to meet you. Please do not go on the ice. It will not end up well for either of us. Thank you. I went over that whole thing twice with the Zamboni because I saw that I missed like a little patch. It was a nightmare. Because then it shaves off a little bit when I have to make sure it's a whole process of using a Zamboni. I don't want to, yeah. So you're new here, huh? That sucks. Well, one, being the new kid at any school is like the worst thing in the entire world, and it's very awkward, especially with. Do you just got here, right? You said? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. Oh, so you did see that. Yeah. So you were here for the game. Okay, that makes more sense. At least you kind of knew, didn't want to get in the way of anyone, waited for everyone to leave, wanted to get on the ice, but no. No. Were you in the... Okay. Anyways, that's too many questions. What was I saying? It's hard enough, when you're the new kid and you come to a school with all these pre-existing relationships. It's hard when all of the people here suck. And it's hard when you're in a place that just vehemently sucks. Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, if that's chill. Oh my God. You're here? You went from California, one of the hubs of culture and entertainment of the world, one of the two at least, and you ended up here in Wisconsin. How does one end up in Wisconsin? That's a stupid question. God, so your job hates your dad? Your dad's job hates him? Is what I meant to say, the teenager, all that stuff. Because why would they transfer him to Wisconsin? Oh my God. Was he all right? I'm so sorry. This is like crazy, but you caught me on, I'm exhausted. I don't really have much of it. Was he already making like solid money beforehand? A 25% pay increase does not warrant moving to Wisconsin, especially here of all places. Have you not noticed? Everyone here sucks, and not sucks in the way like, they're annoying, they're frustrating to deal with, they're, stuck in their own ways. No, these people are racist and homophobic and really annoying, and don't even get me, I don't think they even know what a trans person looks like. Yeah, and it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, there's some bad apples, but you don't throw them out with the bunch or whatever the hell. They're all like that. The whole bunch is filled with bad apples. There are maybe like 3 people that go to our school. What grade are you in? Okay, yeah, chill. They're in the senior class, which we are in. There are approximately 3 people who aren't just straight up bigots. Look around you. Yeah. Well, there's nobody here, but if you're looking around you, they all look like you do. This is a area of the world where you can just wear like that the Confederate flag, and people are chill about it. I'm not chill about it, but yeah, people here suck really hard. So I'm incredibly sorry that your parents did not have the foresight to actually look into this town before moving here. That is literally tragic for you, and I apologize. Me? Oh, I don't know. My parents aren't... They never bred me, that's crazy. They never raised me to hate people. Even though I don't agree with their viewpoint, they always encouraged me to explore like the world of viewpoints and the different viewpoints out there. And most parents here have not done that at all for their children. They have indoctrinated their kids into this like cult of hate and despair. And it's just the worst to deal with ever. And it's frustrating because I grew up here and I grew up with these kids, and you can tell initially children are not born to hate. They're not. They're born to explore things and accept things and learn things. But when they learn things from people who are teaching them horrid things, they turn into horrid people. We're surrounded by... You haven't been very vocal, and I just totally realize you're not like a bigot, are you? No, you didn't look like one. You have to ask the question because, like, I would have been just like majorly offending you, and as much as I hate people who are like the people I've described, offending them to their faces isn't going to do any good. You know what I mean? Well, trust me, I've tried. I've told people how absolutely insensitive they're being just very consistently. And it's a very frustrating thing to deal with because no one ever listens. And at some point, I can't educate people or attempt to educate people that simply don't want to be educated. So, yeah. But you seem really chill. And that is like genuinely awesome for me. So unfortunately, I like hate that your parents moved you here. Really not smart of them to do. And I would recommend you checking with them to see if they're like A, normal people, and if they are, B, if they're if they could think about maybe like transferring you back at some point. But I'm happy to have you here because it means that there's someone who's normal, who actually is a person that's real, and not just like an NPC who parrots off their parents' talking points. And have I introduced myself at all? I haven't. I'm Jay, just Jay, Jay. So, wonderful name. Definitely different. All we have around here are like Sarah's, Melanie's. I like that name. It's a good name. Sarah and Melanie's not bad names. They're nice names, but we have literally 5 Sarahs in our graduating class this year. So, that's a lot of Sarahs. What? Are they belonging? A Sarasota joke? Off the dome? That's wild. Oh, we're going to get along so well. You like puns? Well, because everyone's IQ here is very low, they don't even make puns right or do jokes well. They do the thing where they're like, yeah, the left can't meme. They don't even know how to joke. And then when someone even tries to joke about something about them, they're like, what are my feelings doing? They're all hurt. Maybe this is how it feels for oppressed people to be oppressed. Maybe I should take this into consideration with my treatment of other people, but I'm not going to actually do that. I'm just going to have that epiphany for a brief second and then let it wash away and say that the left is bad. Things like that. I'm sorry I'm so riled up. I have had no one to talk to about this for my entire life, so you have to excuse me for being a little bit ramped up and rambunctious. I also just scored 2 goals in the game today, so pretty proud of that. Yeah, it's weird. I'm really good at it. I could probably go to college if I wanted to, but that would probably involve me being in a culture that's similar to this, and I'm so not looking forward to doing that. I actually have like a scholarship for like UCLA. Really? That's really cool. It's not for hockey. It's actually for theater. Yeah, well, as you can imagine, not many dudes here want to do theater, so I took up the mantle for just doing like all of the theater roles here, and I don't know, I really like doing it. I don't think I'm as good at theater as I am at hockey, but also they offered me a scholarship, so I should probably just take that. And I want to take it because then I get out of here. And this is truly like a black hole of a town. Once you leave, you just usually don't go back. I've had conversations with people who are like a couple grades older than me that who've gone off to like New York or like Oregon, and they literally completely find themselves there. They'll go with the mindset that they have here, and it's like this whole like cloud is like completely disintegrates above them. One of them was with this guy named like Trey, who was super like the worst, homophobic, closeted gay, the classic, and we talk now. So I'm so sorry. I'm telling you like a bunch of lore that you don't need to know. The point is, you seem awesome. And I was wondering if you'd like to be my friend. Because I don't have any friends. Why do you think I'm here riding the Zamboni, making sure that the whole like the ice is cleared up? I just scored 2 goals. I should be out celebrating with the team. I hate them all. They're all terrible human beings. So, can we like hang out and stuff? Is that chill? And I hope I don't seem too like over the top and overtly like that, like virtue signaling. I promise I'm not. I just don't have anyone to talk about these things to or vent to. So I might have went a little bit overboard, but you seem awesome. And hey, at least you could say, I don't know, I don't talk to people. I'm not friends with anybody, but I do carry like a certain level of status or whatever because I'm good at hockey and stuff. And I've made like national teams and stuff, at least regional all years, national 1 year. So we could like, I don't know, that could be good being new, having that friends with, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I just know how hard it is here for, like, we've had transfers before and they're out within like 3 weeks. Because it's always the same story as you. They come from these more progressive places and they get torn apart. And I don't want that to happen to you because I didn't really know the other transfers. I tried to get to know them, but they thought they were above me because they were like, "Oh, you live here. You must be with all this squalor." And although I appreciate the social viewpoints that they have about certain things, I'm not one for being viewed as lesser than. So I was like, "Okay, your own funeral," and then they were out of here within days. Can I make a confession to you? Because I'm exhausted. I have done now 3 hours of playing. I have done 1 hour of the Zamboni. I'm exhausted. Can I just be real? You're like adorable. I'm not even trying to be rude. Everyone here looks the same. Yeah. They have the same names. They look the same. What that says about the situation of who is intimate with who, I'm not going to say, but you can get the joke I'm trying to make there. But yeah, no. You just look different. Like, very clearly you are from somewhere that is not here, and you share none of the characteristics with lots of the people here. You were like a breath of fresh air in every single way possible. You are amazing. And I was wondering if, like, maybe, I don't know, yeah, this is crazy. I'm going to be so real with you. I'm about to ask you something I've never asked anyone before, because everyone here sucks, as I've said so many times. You don't probably need to hear it again. Would you go on a date with me? Because you're really nice and you have humanity and you're really cute, and that's 3 things that people here don't have. And maybe I'm acting a little desperate and quick, but I think I think even beside, if I try to take it outside of the fact of the bubble that I'm in, I feel like you're an amazing person regardless of that, from the things that you've shown me. And I think I would be a fool to let this opportunity pass me by. So would you like to go on a date or something? Okay, cool. I was kind of reading vibes from you that you were agreeing with the things that I was saying, and that maybe you felt something for me too, because you watched the game and you said that, I did really well, and you kind of like blushed a little bit and blinked a couple of times. But that's besides the point. I just kind of good at reading the expressions and stuff, considering the fact that I have to in order to discern what people are thinking and what I can say around certain people or not. So yeah. We can go to this pizza place that is like in this random suburb, and it's ran by this guy named Giancarlo, and he's amazing. I love him so much. He is totally like us, very, very not into what this town has to offer whatsoever. In fact, he has like pride flags, trans flags out front, all that stuff. When BLM was going on, had that as a flag, all that stuff. People don't go to him ever, but he's rich enough from his previous ventures that he just keeps the place open. So yeah, he doesn't make a profit, but he is one of the coolest guys that you'll meet in the town. He's one of the only cooler people that you'll meet in the town. So he'd be super happy to see that there's someone else here that is a chill person. Yeah, what? Well, I've never been described as a green flag at all. Like I've said, I've never asked anyone out on a date. I've never had a girlfriend before. I've never had a lot of things. So, but I've seen that stuff on TikTok, green flag, red flag stuff. That's really cool. When you live in a hive mind, everything's a green flag, except for you when they're red flags. So, yeah. I don't know. You're cute and pretty, and you want to go on a date with me. So, yeah, I guess nervous is the right term for it. Oh, yeah, I guess if you have a way to calm me down, but I don't know. I'm pretty ramped up from, all that ranting and playing and... Oh. Oh. I've never had that before either. So. Yeah. You haven't gone on any dates. You've never, not really many opportunities to be kissed. So. Okay. I guess you just take the lead. Hi. Was that okay? Was that good for you? Okay. All right. Because it was really good for me too. Oh, gosh. Could you imagine having all this stuff in common, being two of the only sane people in this town, agreeing to go on a date together, and then we kiss and there's no magnetism there at all? Yeah, that would suck. But it's not even an option right now because you like kissing me. Yeah, what? Well, I didn't know you, so of course I was maybe a little bit cold at first, but I don't know. When you're around people like I'm around all the time, and you're gonna be around all the time, you kind of have to be a little bit, indifferent when it comes to people you don't know because you don't want to let them in and let them break your heart. But I think that my heart is in very good hands with you, and it was very good in your hands. I met. So do you wanna go? Okay. Can I hold your hand? Awesome. Oh yeah, this would have gone no no chance. It would have gone horribly if you had actually gone out there and skated. I don't think we would have even talked. I would have just literally probably picked you up overhead and thrown you right out the door. Come on, what are you thinking? You saw how polished and clean that ice looked. Okay, fine, 2 kisses. No, forget about it. God, is that what kissing feels like? That's what I've been missing out on for 18 years. That's like the best feeling in the entire world. How could I have been missing out on that for 18 years?